so I'm just gonna spin an EC2 instance just to see how best this Docker containerization is gonna go. I'm going to name my EC2 instant Docker. I'm going to use Ubuntu. Always use the LTS, which is a long-term service, and I'm going to choose the T2 medium. Once again, welcome back to Cloud Cape Coast. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've been studying over and over, but I'm trying to share my learning process on here. I'm going to choose a key pair that I've already created, which is DevOps 1. And I'm going to go to the networking section to choose the VPC that I've already created with a public subnet, and then I'm going to choose an existing security group that I've already created. I'm going to choose 75 for this one, and let's launch this instance. All right, so it's pending. Right, this is the public IP address. So let me bring up I'm going to delete this one and create a new session, but I have to copy our instance is running right now. Let me refresh it. So the instance is running. I'm going to SSH into it. I'm going to, so we have Ubuntu. And I'm going to choose the private key pair for this one, which is DevOps 1 private. I'm gonna go over here and name it Docker, and I'm gonna choose this bright yellow over here. Maybe this green. Accept. Alright, and the first thing that I'm going to do, let me enlarge this one, clear the screen, is sudo apt update. I want this video to be very short so that I can be able to make some more. Let me see. So I want to install Docker on it. So let me see if I put Docker over here. So it says, hey, Docker is not on there, but you can choose one of these. So I'm going to take sudo apt docker install docker.io and paste it here. And yes, I should put the -y on there. Alright, so this is just a learning process. I am taking my time with this. I want to understand the Docker environment, especially when it comes to the networking side, because I love everything networking with Docker. So that's why I'm studying this one. So with Docker installed. Let me see if I can add a user without looking at the syntax. Let me see, sudo user mode Docker user. Let's see if it will go. Okay, so Okay, so it's going to be sudo user mod A and G, that's user and group, docker, and $, uppercase user. There we go. Boom. So with this being created, I can literally close out of this terminal, or I can just use new group. I could just write new group docker, and it refreshes, or it adds the user to the group so that you can be able to. So there we go. So that means I can do everything that I want to do with the docker and all that. Let me see. Who am I? There we go. All right. So what I want to do is install Docker Hub. Let me go to Docker Hub. I'm not signing yet, but I want to create Mongo DB image. Okay. And I also want to create a Mongo Express. Let me see, because I saw it over here. Let me see if I can right click it and Express. There we go. So I can open them side by side and work with them. So with the MongoDB, I am gonna come over here. Let me see, I'm just gonna copy this one over here. Go to my terminal and paste it in there. So it is pulling the image that I just copied from the MongoDB page on the Docker Hub. So it's already done. I'm gonna open another terminal over here just to do it side by side with the Mongo Express. So it is also pulling the image for Mongo Express. Awesome. So it is done. Let me take a look at it. Docker images. There we go. So we have these two over here. Mongo with a tag latest. Mongo Express with a tag latest. And the image ID created and the size. See, the size is very, very important over here when we are dealing with Docker. When we are dealing with Docker, size is very, very important, because sometimes, when you are building an app, in today's world where speed, consistency, and scalability are everything, to be honest with you, we've all faced that frustrating moment when the code runs perfectly on your computer or on your machine, but completely breaks in production. And that's where you need Docker to be able to run your application, and it's dependencies everywhere that you go, because Docker is an open source platform, you know, that allows you to package your application along with all of its dependencies into a lightweight portable container. So that's what I'm saying. And it means that, you know, your app runs the same everywhere, um, on a developer's laptop or a testing environment or production server in the cloud, wherever it is that you want to run it. So now that we have it, let me see if we have, let me take a look at the networking side of it. Docker network. Okay, so the command is now complete. So this is what I'm looking for. You know, so I should have added ls. So let me see, Docker network ls. There we go, boom. So I have Docker network ls. So I can see a list of the, default network that has already been created in the system already, for you. And these are the network IDs with the bridges. Let's try and create. Let's see. Let me see. So it's gonna be Docker create network Mongo dash network. Let's see if it will work or not. Enable design the pool. If it doesn't, quest log login. Yes, so not Docker create. So it should be Docker network create Mongo network. There we go. It's good to know that, you know. So I interchanged, has to be Docker network before the create. So let's take a look at the network list again and see. So our Mongo network has been added to the default network links list that has already been over there. So what I'm going to do is see, let's go here. Let's go all the way down. I'm going to add some environments to it. Environment, there we go. So, and this is how it should run. So first of all, first, I'm going to clear the screen and Docker run in a detached form D, backspace and enter. There we go. And then I'm going to specify the port first, and with the Docker it's going to be 27017 27017, backspace again, and then I'm going to add the environment. We start with a -E, and I'm going to come over here and copy this one over here. Yeah, I'm going in, which is the same as this one over here and this one over here. Paste it, equal to Mongo admin. just gonna make it admin, that's all. I'm going to bring in, I'll put the E over there. I'm going to copy the password one. Equal to password space. All right, and then I'm going to add the network that we just created. Net space Mongo network, backspace again, and the name. So let me see what is the name that we gave. Yes. It should be MongoDB. Leave. Let me see. And then the last one is going to be the name, which is Mongo right here. I'm gonna press enter to see. Yep, it's created. So let's see. I'm going to take a look at it and see Docker logs, and I'm going to copy this hash over here. Right, so we got it. So we can see it says that, you know, it's listening on the port 2027017. So it's listening on this port right here. So the first one is then for Mongo DB, and then the second one is going to be the Mongo Express, which will have the UI, which is the user interface for the database. So let me clean this one over here. It's going to be Docker run and it detach from backspace. Right, so first things first, I'm gonna go take a look at the ports that Mongo Express deals with. So with the port, it says localhost, and it works on 8081. So let me come over here, -p, paste it in there. Uh-oh. One. Let's go back here. Uh-oh. Backspace. Then go up a little, go down a little bit. So I will need this admin username over here as the environment, one of the environments. So -e, and then paste it here, and equal to sign. I'm gonna call it admin -e. The password, we're going to copy the password over here. And add it to it. Paste here. Equal to sign password. And I'm going to add a user that we can use to log into it. So this one I'm going to use the basic auth username at the top, and then its password, we're going to put a password to it. We're going to be able to log into the user, so I'm going to -e space, add it to it, equal to sign. I'm just gonna call this one user, and copy the password, which is right here. This is just like, hey, a learning phase. Just trying to work around networking, because I love networking a lot. I want to be able to be doing a lot of network, and this is like how DevOps, people in the cloud work. This is their day-to-day activity. So I'm gonna say, let's use the word pass as the password for the user. Go to the next stage. Okay, here I'm going to just add the network, Mongo network, and name is going to be Mongo Express. And also let me add an environment to it, which is going to be E. This server over here, Mongo server, just gonna name it MongoDB. And then add a URL to it, which is going to be environment me_config MongoDB URL equal to MongoDB. And you can get a URL on the Mongo Express GitHub page. Search for. Let's see if I can get it. See. See the Mongo. I'm gonna search for. Copy it, config URL. so Mongo Express is the name. So let's check its logs. I'm gonna copy this one over here. Okay, so it's connector. Okay, let me see if we can get it. Because we got it on 8081. If it's going to work. So cannot reach it. All right. So it just took a few minutes and then it popped out by itself. So that's good. So I'm gonna use the username that we set and pass for the, and there we go. So we are inside the Mongo Express. I'm gonna see user account. I'm gonna create a database user account. There we go. So there we have it. We have something that we can, if we have like a JSON or anything on the back end, we can connect it to the server, and we can have, people who are logging in, we can add collections to it. I can create a new collection, like put a name in there, user, say, like in SQL, it's gonna be like, hey, tables, but in MongoDB or Mongo Express, it's called collection names. So these ones I have to, because I clicked on this one before, so there we go. So we have two different containers that have an image, two different images. I'm running on them right now. So that is it. Let me see, because I tried Docker PS. Okay, there we go. Let me, because the containers are running, let me clear it and then say it again. So now we have, so we have the Docker Express, and then we have the MongoDB, which is port 800 running to like the local hosts, like for everywhere, going to this port mapping over here, and on the TCP over here, and this one is this one. So but we connected to it with the user, and we are going to end the video right here. I'm gonna be posting some more of my progress as we go on in life. But I love DevOps environments. I love IT support. I love networking, and I'm always learning about something. I'm always learning about something new, and I always love to learn. So this is my progress, and I know that I'm making it step by step, taking it one step at a time. But It's been an interesting journey, and these concepts connect together. It's making me confident in my learning learning journey. So let's catch it on the flip side again. Thank you for watching, and leave a comment and go ahead and subscribe. Thank you.